diary. It's about day 14 of lockdown or something like that. I'm struggling to remember. I'm eating a lot more chocolate than before, and I'm wondering if consuming your own body weight per day can be classed as super carb loading, or protein loading, or something loading to make it sound vaguely beneficial. A walk to the shop to buy coffee filters is now regarded as the high point of my day, and I'm actually looking forward to pressure washing the bins and cleaning the barbecue. I'm still training hard for my A race though. It hasn't been cancelled or moved, but after what happened to me last year, I'm going to do it regardless. That is my commitment to you, dear diary.
Did you think I was actually writing the diary? That, unfortunately, is not my bag, but I did draw a lovely picture of a pig, which is the only thing I can draw and have been able to draw since I was about 13. I don't know why. It cracks Mary up every time, but I've drawn a pig. Do you fancy going running instead? Should we go running? Oh, switch to GoPro mode. So I'm sure you're aware of this anyway, but an A race is essentially your top race of the season, the race that you've been aiming for either the whole winter or even for years in my case. And that tends to be the focus of an entire season, with other races built around it, B races or C races or process goals, and sometimes you can have maybe even 2 A races in a season, sometimes 3, you know, depends on the level that you're at really. Let's take my season as an example of A races and how I've altered them and how I haven't altered them. So my season was due to start in April this month in the London Marathon, and that was the first thing to go, and that moved to September, which actually did me a favour because it wasn't my A race for the season. It was an important race, I'd say it was a B race, but my A race was Ironman Copenhagen, which is in August. So the focus was always on that, but with a view to running the London Marathon in order to qualify next year in the Good for Age spot. So that first thing did me a favour. I'm actually jealous because I've just realised Winnie has found the perfect stream to swim against, do her swim practice without actually going anywhere. She's essentially found an infinity pool for herself. Go on then, go on, in you go. Go on, Winnie, let's swim in. The current is that she doesn't go anywhere, but she swims forwards. Jealous? I can't swim, but she can. Thanks. Here's how I view an A race. Are you ready for the cheese? Because this is going to be cheesy, but it is genuinely how I feel. An A race is not, to me, a medal. It's not a tattoo. It's not a pat on the back. It's not a certificate. It's not even really anyone knowing. I don't particularly care. And that's just me, and that's not knocking anyone who is motivated by other things. We'll get to that a little bit later. What an A race for me is: accountability, a victory lap. It's a procession. It's your way of showing to yourself internally all the hard work that you've put in to get you to that point. That's all an A race is. An A race is just proving to yourself that you've grafted. An A race is also a reference, a structure, something to give your training meaning and a scaffold on the way to it, I guess. That's how I look at it. Oh. So when I say I'm doing my A race this season, what I mean is I'm doing my A race on the day that it's due, August the 16th, whether it's an Ironman in Copenhagen or not, whether it's even outdoors or not, I'm going to find a way of doing it. And whether the restrictions have lifted sufficiently for us to be out for that period of time, I don't know yet. And if they're not, then I find another way, maybe running 10k over 4 days to do the marathon. So, afternoon, how you doing?
Good, mate.
Good.
All right.
Yeah, you alright?
Yeah, not bad.
Nice weather. And that is my commitment to myself. Oh, just got in and noticed my hair. Oh, now that is a hairline, right? Not embarrassed, slightly embarrassed. Mary is about to cut my hair today. Oh, a haircut by the missus when she's not a professional hairdresser is Okay, well, I was losing the hair anyway, so... Oh man, this is nerve-wracking. So you going anywhere nice this year? Well, I was. We were going to Vegas in 2 days' time, and LA.
Oh, it's a shame. At least you're healthy.
No, just go. Yeah, just go from here backwards.
What, you want a grade 2 right to there?
Yeah.
What, here?
Yeah. Just do it. Just do it. Oh no! Oh no!
It's just coming off in clumps.
It's coming off in clumps? Look at my hair!
Well, come here, let me get those bits at the top.
No, wait! Oh,
Might actually just have to resort to a skinhead.
It will never come back. So while Mary's doing this, I thought it was worth touching on the different types of motivation that there are out there, and the types of motivation that I try to foster in myself. But not only that, I try to foster in the pupils that I teach and the athletes that I coach, and that is extrinsic and intrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation is those people that are motivated by external factors. So that could be a pat on the back, it could be a medal, it could be an award, it could be a well done from someone. All of the training they do is for a medal at the end, or it's for a well done at the end. It's difficult to put into words, but there's nothing necessarily wrong with those types of people at all. You know, that's not a bad thing, and I'm not saying, oh, you're a wrong un if that's the way that you're motivated. We all like a little bit of praise, let's be honest. The other type of motivation is intrinsic, doing something for the process, doing something for the love of doing it, and not worrying about the end products. Because when you get committed to the process of something, you don't necessarily worry about what happens at the end regardless anyway. It's almost not important to you, which is kind of what my A race is to me. Yeah, it's frustrating that Ironman Copenhagen might not be on for a second year, but at the same time, I'm not doing it so that I can get an Ironman tattoo or an Ironman medal necessarily. I'm doing it so that I can say to myself that I've done an iron distance. Right, so Mary, how do you move from extrinsic to intrinsically motivated? You commit to an A race whether it's on or not, because then you're attached to the process of getting to the race rather than the actual race. So Ironman Copenhagen, I'm committing to doing that on the day whether I'm in Copenhagen or not, and therefore I'm not going to be disappointed if I don't get the medal, and I'm not going to be disappointed if I haven't completed an official Ironman. I'm committed to the process of getting me into the shape that I would have needed to be in to do it, whether I'm there or not. It's falling in love with the process, isn't it? Well,
that's what I was thinking, but I was like, how do you do that? I mean, I think it happens in time. So, you know, when everything becomes a habit, you do it because you can't not do it.
Yeah. I've resorted to comfort eating. Oh, that kind of better light anyway. If you're a hairdresser watching this, think about giving the people you're cutting their hair chocolate. It's placated me immediately. I don't care if I do care if Mary shaves chunks out of my hair.
We're done.
It was one of the most stressful, probably for both of us, things that's ever happened.
I think it looks really good. Obviously you want to style it up a bit, but...
Yeah, it doesn't look bad, to be fair. I do need to style it.
And you had no faith in me.
Always have faith in you, Mary.
Right, you can take me out for dinner now.
We're not allowed to go out. Oh. So this is the haircut as is. This is
the end of it, which actually I don't think it's a bad haircut, if I'm honest. So well played, Mary. That's saved me 15 whole pounds a month for the rest of my life, potentially. I don't really know where, I've got to be honest with you, I don't really know where this video is going, other than I just wanted to put across to you, if you're in, oh hi, if you're in a similar situation to me, that keeping your A race open and keeping yourself focused and keeping yourself training can be the difference between potentially just going a bit crazy indoors and keeping yourself accountable. And now the only thing I've got to do that's left really is negotiate the intense amount of times that me and Mary are spending together. But actually I think that's pretty easy. We get along really well, and we don't tend to fall out, so pretty certain that bit's going to be a breeze.
And it just leads us to spending time with each other and having a lovely breakfast together. It's going to be a great day today. Delicious.
That won't even fit. Ben! I'm going running. Come on.
So as always, I just want to wish you the absolute best of luck with your training and your races, anything that's coming up this week, and you're dealing with the lockdown. Hopefully you're dealing with it as well as we are. And weird noise coming outside. That was weird. Winnie must have upset her somehow. It's unusual for our dog to upset Mary. Anyway, have a really lovely week. I'll see you next week.